Hello, everyone, and welcome to Veterans Memorial Stadium, where tonight the North Quincy Raiders will play host to the Panthers of Plymouth South High School. My name is Jonathan Clary, and thanks for tuning in to this edition of QA TV Sports. North Quincy comes into this game with a record of 3-1, having had a big victory down at Cohasset last week, winning that game by a score of 28-21. Plymouth South comes into the game with a record, of that's going to last year's with a record of 2-2. Being joined up in the booth here by Jim Timmons. And Jim, as I mentioned, a big victory last week against Cohasset. And as we get into the Patriot League schedule, things will get a little bit tougher now for North Quincy.
Yeah, that's true, especially with the Plymouth South squad. They always field a very competitive team. You see number 17 there on the left, one of the North Quincy captains, quarterback Mike Galligan. We're going to be talking a lot about him tonight. He's had quite a season so far, and there's a lot of buzz about Mike. The other captain's number 54, Hussein Al-Zubaydi. He's a senior tackle and defensive end. He's done a very nice job this year. Number 3, Marcus Rodriguez-Smith. He's one of the key targets to, for the Mike Galligan, who's just really had an excellent job, and Rodriguez-Smith is one of the big reasons for that. And then the other captain leading the charge off the field, the rather excitable Ronan Brown, only a junior, and he's another wide receiver, another target for Mike Galligan. So the Red Raiders have an experienced lineup. They've got a good group of kids. They had a tough loss at Braintree a couple of weeks back, John. But as you said, they had a bye week followed by a nice win at Cohasset. So they're excited for tonight's game and then next week's game here at home against Pembroke.
All right, we're going to pause now for the national anthem being performed by the North Quincy Combined Marching Band. Great job there by the North Quincy Combined Marching Band under the direction of Matthew Kavanaugh. So glad to see them here tonight. They'll be performing at the half as well, so we'll get a peek at the band down the field as well.
Yeah, the band program's been one of the great developments over the past several years in the Quincy Public School system. They do a terrific job, and it's a great opportunity for students who start out in music at the junior high level to really expand their horizons. And as you said, John, they did a really lovely job there, and it's great stuff. Red Raiders are going to be kicking off, it appears, and going to be interesting to see. Might have a little problem with the Plymouth South numbers tonight, but we'll see. They got 2 men back to receive the kick from Jacoby Wall, a junior.
Yeah, Plymouth South won the toss and elected to receive. So North Quincy will be defending the south end zone, Plymouth North defending the north end zone, and we're underway here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. Jacoby Wall again with a kick, fielded by Plymouth South at about the 28-yard line, and going over to the left side and brought down around the 40-yard line was Max Arnold.
Yeah, nice little run by an up back. Arnold was part of the first wall, meaning he wasn't the normal receiver on a kickoff for Plymouth South, but did a nice job, got the ball out to just about the 39-yard line, where the Plymouth South offense will come out and take their first shot at North Quincy, led by their quarterback, number 10, Tim DeRocher. Tim's only a junior.
All right, DeRocher will start things off in the shotgun, play action fake on the first pass, rolling out, and he fires this complete up to midfield to number 22. That's Ben Frechette.
Very nicely designed play, a little rollout, and they brought Frechette over from the left side of the offensive set. He just came across the field, and he found a nice opening behind the linebackers who were moving on the rolling quarterback there. So well-designed play, great execution by Plymouth South. They pick up a quick first down.
And this one's going to be handoff to Arnold up the middle. Nice cut back there. Flag thrown on the play. Arnold still on his feet. Gets up to the 20-yard line and finally get brought down at about the 9-yard line. But again, there's a flag at the 45.
Yeah, if you're a Plymouth South fan, this flag is in a bad spot. It looks like it's a hold, and yes, it is. The official has just made, actually, no, he's got a hold on. I don't know what he did. He pointed, nope, he signaled correctly. I beg your pardon.
We can take a look at the replay here and see if we can get a spot of the hold.
I don't know if we'll see it, but let's see. Oh, there it is. The hold is on number 50 for North Quincy, who was in on the play trying to close. We didn't see the Plymouth South number, but we saw Mike Nista, who was closing on the running back, but got dragged down from behind. So nice big run by Arnold taken off the board.
All right, they go right back to Arnold, and he has another big run here. Cuts it back outside, crosses the 45-yard line, and will finally get brought down at the North Quincy 38. In on the tackle for the Raiders was number 56, Joe Nista, as you'll see here on the replay.
Yeah, and they're moving the chains again, John, and here you'll see in the replay, watch this nice cutback. It looks like Mr. Arnold may have done this once or twice before. He's only a junior, but he's showing nice poise and savvy out there from the running back position.
Last week, Plymouth South lost at Hanover by a score of 28-6. Hanover, one of the best teams in the state. So tough loss there for Hanover. All right, another handoff here for Plymouth South. Over to the right side goes the ball carrier. That's Logan Watts, one of the captains for the Panthers. And he's going to have another first down. It goes all the way up to the Raiders' 11-yard line.
Yeah, I'll tell you, on the last two plays, frankly, we're going to watch a replay here, and you'll see what I'm about to talk about. But I could have picked up 20 yards here. Look at all the green space that this young man encountered. Some terrific blocking by the Plymouth South offensive line. They've done an excellent job. We'll get you the info on them in a moment.
All right, spot the ball at the 16-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Panthers. Arnold with a carry, and he's going to get hit in the backfield and stopped. Nice job there by Northie. Ball came loose, and we'll see if they say he's down. And it looks like they're going to say Arnold was down before the ball came loose, so remain Panther ball.
Yeah, it was one of those tackles where he was on his knees, and they knocked the ball loose before he hit the ground.
So no gain on the play for Plymouth South, so bring up a 2nd down and 10.
I believe, if I'm correct, I would like to have seen a replay, but it looked like it was Brady Craig who got in there, number 44.
DeRocher in the shotgun. And he keeps it himself over to the left side. Gets inside the 10-yard line. Looks like he's going to get up to about the 8 of North Quincy.
Yeah, nice tackle by Craig again. And let's talk quickly. We're going to watch the replay. We're catching the back end of it. I guess that's a replay on the potential fumble.
All right, so they do spot him down at the 9-yard line. Brings up 3rd down and 3 now for Plymouth South.
It's a power I here formation.
Give it to the fullback. That's Watts again, and Watts gets tackled, brought down there by Gavin Brown and Pat Connor for the Raiders.
Terrific job there. They did not bite on the misdirection. Plymouth South gave it to the up-back, the fullback, and here's the replay, and watch this. A terrific job of getting in there and making the tackle. So we're looking at a big 4th down play here, and early on in the game, no less. It's 4th down and 1 for Plymouth South, and they're going for it from just about the 7-yard line.
And DeRoche will keep it himself, and if not in the first, definitely on the second effort, he picks up the 1st down, so it'll be 1st and goal for Plymouth South, and we'll see where they spot as forward progress down, and they're going to say right at the 5-yard line.
Yeah, they're moving the change there, so nice job on the quarterback keeper by DeRoche there. And Plymouth South keeps the drive alive. It's 1st and goal.
All right, so again, ball at the 5-yard line for the Panthers. 7.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Jack Horvath on the carry, number 5 this time for Plymouth South. And it looks like they're going to say no gain. Maybe a loss of 1. We'll see where they spot the ball, and they'll say no gain.
I got to tell you, Gavin Brown, who's only a sophomore, with terrific penetration there and a hit. He's number 7. And he came right up and filled the gap and made the tackle. A terrific job. The left side of the Plymouth South line, they've got some big guys here. We don't have the stats on them, but I'm looking at left tackle, number 79, Nick LeBreton, who's a senior, and they've been running behind him a lot tonight.
Pass into the corner of the end zone, and is incomplete. Pass was intended for Logan Watts.
Intended for number 3.
Excuse me, that was Braxton Werner, the intended receiver.
Yeah, nice coverage on the play by Tim Toland, a junior. It's a nice mix on this North team. Particularly, there's a good group of juniors here so far who've really shown brightly on the defensive end here during this first possession. So it is now a 3rd down for Plymouth South. 3rd and goal. They have not had much success advancing the ball. They're coming out with 3 wideouts and a flanker back.
All right, again, Tim DeRoche hands off at the last second, and let's see if he gets into the end zone, and he...
No signal yet.
There he is. Touchdown, Plymouth South.
Yeah.
And we'll see here on the replay, look like a second effort, Jack Horvath was able to punch it in for the Panthers. Yeah, got hit right just at the 1-yard line. Was able to bounce off him for the 6 points.
Yeah, a couple of Red Raiders were there who had a terrific first series. Gavin Brown, number 7, and then number 44, Brady Craig. But they could not make the stop, and Plymouth South punches through the opening touchdown and finishes it off with a nice point after. So the first drive is a successful one for Plymouth South, John.
All right, so with 6:38 left to go in the first quarter, Plymouth South comes down on the opening drive and puts up 7 points to take the lead over North Quincy.
John, I'll just mention real quickly, because they deserve to be mentioned, the offensive line for Plymouth South. It's a big group. Finnegan Burr, a junior tackle. He's out on the left side. The left guard, I beg your pardon, Finnegan Burr is the guard. The left tackle is Sean Pomeroy, a senior captain. Number 79, the big anchor for Plymouth South is John Baker, a junior. He's the center. Then over at right guard, they have Noah Tompkins, also a junior. And number 58, the right tackle, a senior captain, Lucas Bishop. They're an experienced group. They really did a terrific job on that first drive, John.
All right, Logan Watts will kick it away, and fair catch is called for by North Quincy at the 31-yard line. Nice job there by number 7, Gavin Brown, to make sure, give himself some safety, and a fair catch called for.
Yeah, that's both good coaching and good execution. He's an up back, and he knew with a high, short kick that the thundering herd of Plymouth South special teams would be on him quickly. So without hesitation, he signaled for a fair catch, executed well, and North Quincy's going to start with very nice field position at the 32-yard line, John.
All right, North Quincy led by senior quarterback Mike Galligan. Galligan will start in the shotgun, looking to pass. Has plenty of time. Nice protection here by North Quincy. Galligan now finally has to roll out of the pocket. Fires a bullet down the sideline, and it's caught. Was he stay in bounds? And he did. Wow, great catch there by Ryan Wirtz for the first down.
Yeah, I have to tell you, that was first-class execution right there. Watch the replay here, and you're going to see Galligan, as John said, he had plenty of time, but he showed great poise when the pressure came. He rolled out, and then boom, a beautiful strike down the sideline. And an excellent job by Ryan Wirtz, the junior wideout, who kept a foot in bounds right along the sideline. Caught the pass and performed the tightrope. Nice job.
17-yard pass for the Raiders on first down. This one's going to go to Gavin Brown up the middle for the carry. And he'll get across midfield. We'll call it to the Panthers 49.
Yeah, nice little pickup of a couple of yards there. It's going to keep the linebackers for Plymouth South honest, knowing that running game's there. With a guy like Galligan, the air attack is a preference, but has to be a balanced offensive attack. And there, a nice job inside, right inside the right guard for gain of a couple of yards.
Yeah,
2nd and 8.
Spot the ball right at midfield for North Quincy. So as you said, 2nd down and 8. Hand off here for North Quincy. And he's going to get met at about the 48-yard line by a host of Panthers there. On the carry for North Quincy, it was number 24, Ronan Brown. We'll see on the replay.
Yeah, Brown the junior, who's a real talented young man, trying to get outside on a little misdirection there, but Plymouth South reacted very well, came up with a stop. It's going to be a 3rd down, and we're going to call it 6 from the Plymouth South side of the field. They're at the 48-yard line, John.
Braxton Werner and Chase Macris on the tackle to lead the way for the Panthers in that last play. Trips receivers to the left for Galligan. He's looking that way. Pass is incomplete. Was looking for Cam Sampson, but just overthrew him just a little bit.
Yeah, that time Galligan was trying to evade a rush. He has had plenty of time. The line's done its job, but took the receiver a little bit to get open. So Galligan threw it off his back foot. He was retreating to evade the pressure and threw the ball off his back foot, and it soared over the receiver. And so North, after picking up a couple of first downs, is going to punt the ball away.
Mike Nista, number 50, will kick it away for North Quincy, and just does get it away before a rusher was coming in. High kick there by North, and great downfield play by North Quincy. Try to get the number there, number 15, Eric DeLima, who came down there to make the tackle.
That was excellent special teams execution. Great job by the punter. As you said, he was pressured, but he was very quick with the ball, John. Caught it and got the punt away, and hustling downfield, Eric DeLima, only a sophomore, and his timing was perfect.
We'll see the replay here.
We'll see a replay and watch this hit. No hesitation. Look at that. Terrific job and a nice hit. So Plymouth South's going to start from just inside its 20. Let's see what adjustments the North defense makes here.
And nice job here by North Quincy coming up to make the big play behind the field was number 56, Joe Nista, the senior. As we'll see in the replay, he blew through that offensive line.
Yeah, I'd call that a nice adjustment. He shed his block very quickly, and before the running back, Robert Anzalone, could get outside, Nista was there to make a super tackle, solo tackle. Nice job. So good job. The North defense looking to stiffen up after a long drive by Plymouth South on its first possession.
Loss of 6 on that last play. Pass is complete to Braxton Werner. He has some space to run downfield. He's going to cross the 30, and they're going to spot him down at the 32-yard line, and it'll be a first down for the Panthers.
Yeah, we're going to see that replay. I'm a little concerned. Tim Tolan, he made the tackle. If you watch number 5 with his right shoulder here, he got his shoulder in, and I think he got a little nicked on this tackle. Hope he's okay. That was a very well-designed play. Nicely done. Plymouth South with some great execution on well-designed plays early on, John.
All right, first down and 10 for the Panthers. They're going to hand the ball off, and ball carrier will get up to about the 35-yard line. It's number 10 on the carry. Tim DeRocher kept it himself there on the run.
Yeah, following big number 79. We talked about him a little earlier, John Baker. John's only a junior, but he is a wide body who does a nice job of moving bodies there, and that time DeRocher followed him up the middle for gain of 3.
The Panthers come out again, second down and 7. Hitting the ball off on the right side. Nice job there. Coming up there again was Joe Nista to make the initial pressure, and coming up to finish the play off was Billy Kennedy.
Yeah, very nice job. We get a replay on that one? Yeah, here's the replay, and watch this tackle. Just a nice, clean, and a beautiful tackle. Well done. So it's going to be 3rd and about 12 as the Red Raiders have they seem to have made some nice adjustments as far as the running game goes. Plymouth South has had a couple of nice passing plays that were really well designed. Let's see what they come up with here.
Loss of 5 in that last play, as you said, to bring up a 3rd and 12 now for the Panthers. DeRocher looking to pass, rolling out. Man is open, and it's complete to Logan Watts at midfield. Flags are thrown behind the play. And looks like this is going to be against Plymouth South.
Yeah, it's in the area where holding calls and the officials are calling everyone back.
An ineligible receiver against the offense. Going to be a 5-yard penalty. Replay it down.
All right, so ineligible man downfield, as you heard there. So North Quincy catches a break. Looked like one of the offensive linemen released a little too early.
Yeah, during that play, DeRocher rolling out to the left. And it's a tough situation when you're an offensive lineman to judge what you're doing. If you get beyond the line of scrimmage, as happened there, and you haven't got a hat on someone, then you're considered an ineligible receiver. That's what happened on that play. So let's see if North can come up with yet another stop here.
So 3rd and 17, and looks like miscommunication there by Plymouth South. DeRocher went to hand the ball off, and no one was there. He had to run it. He gets only to the 30-yard line, and Plymouth South will be forced to punt.
Well, we're grateful for that miscommunication because looked like the play was designed to go back to that the nemesis on the first series, Max Arnold. So Plymouth South's going to punt the ball away. Now, fortuitously, it's 4th and long because it looks
That's
like
a defense 5-yard penalty.
Red
Replay it
Raiders
down.
jumped off side here, and all that's going to happen is it's going to be a little shorter punt for Plymouth South, and the North Quincy deep man is back at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, Marquise Rodriguez-Smith is back for North Quincy. They almost blocked the punt there as well. And Rodriguez-Smith is going to let this ball just bounce, and it's going to get down at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, you have to like what you've seen so far by North Quincy on special teams. They've been very solid. You can tell they're well coached and very disciplined. I believe that was Bill Kennedy who was in on the came up just short.
Yeah, we'll see on the replay
potential
here.
Punt block.
Kennedy.
Watch the replay. Kennedy coming off the left end and just missed. And the key here is he didn't run into the punter.
Yep.
Excellent job. Like, we're just seeing all kinds of little coaching and execution, plays that are well done. And Billy Kennedy coming into the block, in for the block, but not running into the punter. Then the nice discipline, staying away from the ball. And North's going to be starting at the 30, John.
Gallagher under center, looking down the middle of the field, and it is incomplete. It was almost intercepted there by Plymouth South. Max Arnold was down the middle of the field playing free safety and couldn't get his two hands on it, so it falls incomplete, luckily for North Quincy.
Yeah, I think on that particular pass play, Mike Galligan had someone doing a zig who instead did a zag. So on this type of play, you're throwing to a spot. Mike expected a receiver to be in a different area than he was, because clearly both North receivers were running a different route. So we've got 4 wideouts again here on 2nd and 10.
And with that, they hand it off to number 5, Tim Tolan, right up the middle. And Tolan will get to the 32, it looks like.
Yeah, so far the line play edge has gone to Plymouth South. They've done an excellent job. North's been unable to open holes offensively. And we see Galligan over on the sideline. They're still making a decision on the play.
Well, clock's ticking down here. It looks like North is just going to let the first quarter run out, and that's what they do. So clock hits all zeros here at Veterans Memorial Stadium, and the end of the first quarter, we have Plymouth South 7 and North Quincy 0. And North Quincy will have a 3rd and 7 when we come back to begin the second quarter.
It was a well-played first quarter, John. I don't know if you have any stats you want to share at this juncture, but it was fairly evenly matched. Plymouth South having some big plays and big play success.
Yeah, DeRocha, the quarterback for Plymouth South, is 2 of 3 passing for 28 yards, and rushing the ball, they've had 5 players each touch the ball, all evenly distributed for the most part. Logan Watts has 24 yards, Max Arnold has 17, and DeRocha has 18 himself. So been fairly distributed all around for the Panthers.
Yeah, and several of those were big runs. North seemed to tighten up defensively and do a nicer job. They made a couple of adjustments, and the defense responded on 2 possessions very well. So we'll see here. This is a big 3rd down. It's 3rd and 7. North is now going north to south. We switched end zones, so they'll go from left to right. Let's see what that brings.
Again, 3rd and 7, Galligan in the shotgun. Looking downfield for Rodriguez Smith. Going all the way downfield for him. He's open and couldn't catch it, but a flag is thrown on the play at the 15-yard line. So that'll be a 15-yard penalty, and North Quincy will have an automatic first down, as we'll see here in the replay.
That was 53 yards in the air, John. If you watch, actually he throws it from behind the 30. So, and the defensive back just ran into Rodriguez Smith. We said, what's going? Oh, it's a 10-yard penalty. It's
That's a 15-yard penalty.
15.
The result of that walk-off is a Raider first down. Ball is spotted at the
So what was the call, John?
It was pass interference, so it's a 15-yard penalty from the original spot. So first down for North Quincy. They send Rodriguez Smith in motion, and they're going to give it to him. So he try to get outside, and a big hit there by number 4, Logan Watts, one of the captains for the Panthers. Brings Rodriguez Smith down at the 49.
Yeah, just as he turned upfield. as you said, if you watch on this replay, he's just starting to turn upfield, and a very nice job, a good hit, clean tackle by Watts, senior linebacker. So gain of 2 on the play. North's been the running game. I guess they gave him 3, but they've been 2-3 yards. It's no longer a cloud of dust with the playing surface we have here, but.
Second down for North. Galligan again looking to pass. Fires over to the right side. Completes Rodriguez Smith at the 40-yard line. Still on his feet and staying in bounds. And will finally go out of bounds at about the 24-yard line. Great run there by Marquise Rodriguez Smith.
I got to tell you, Galligan is he's that time. Watch his feet here, folks. He's just he's able to steps right into it, and a terrific yards after the catch by Rodriguez Smith. He picked up 14, 15 yards after the catch. So
they spot the ball at the 19-yard line.
Yeah, we hinted at this just prior to the opening kickoff about that combination. And sure enough, they're executing beautifully here on this drive.
Galligan, lots of space over to the left. He fires that way and incomplete. Was looking for Tyler Cromwell, number 4 for the Raiders, and could not connect.
Yeah, Cromwell was open, but that's one of those difficult passes for a right-handed quarterback. If you watch, he's running to his left. He sees Cromwell open, and he's throwing across his body, and it's just a difficult pass. The momentum, Galligan's momentum carrying to his left, and the ball sailed wide left on the attempt to Cromwell. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Red Raiders, who appear to still get 4 wideouts, so they're sticking to that passing game.
Galligan had nothing downfield. He decides to run it himself. Gets up to the 15-yard line, maybe the 14. We'll see how they spot the ball. And they're going to say he's down at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, nice shot. They're giving him 4 yards on the play. He saw a little hole there. Came just inside his left guard, picked up 4. So Red Raiders are at the 15-yard line. The other thing that happens now when you're inside the 20, it's not the red zone because you're, in scoring position, but everything gets tighter here. There's less room for the receivers to work, so we'll see how North adjusts.
Third down, about 5 now for North Quincy. Tim Tolan in the backfield next to Mikey Galligan. Galligan, middle of the field, touchdown, North Quincy, wide open. Was Tyler Cromwell in the back of the end zone, and a strike was thrown there by Galligan.
Oh, yeah, Galligan just unleashed that when Cromwell opened, but a nice catch by Cromwell also. Watch Galligan, look at the field, he looks to his left, then boom, he sees Cromwell and delivers, as you said, John, a strike. Cromwell with a terrific job. Nice clean catch, and the Red Raiders right back in this ball game.
Alvin Nicola will attempt the extra point now for the Raiders. Good snap, good hold, kick is up, and it is good. So North Quincy comes down with 9:46 left to go in the second quarter, and they tie the game at 7.
Nice job by the Red Raiders. That was a nice drive. The clock is 9:46, so they did a very nice job of mixing up the run and the pass, but once they got onto the Plymouth side of the field, John, they let Mike Galligan do his thing, and he led the Red Raiders into the end zone, so very nicely done. And we've got 7-7 tie here.
One thing you couldn't see on the play there was Cromwell. He had a great cut that made his defenders slip down the field. Looked like he faked to the right, went to the left for the post route there, and again left his defender in the dust for the touchdown. So nice route there by Tyler Cromwell. And again, we are tied at 7 with North Quincy coming down with that drive.
Yeah, Cromwell's a senior wideout, but he's also a linebacker, John, and he's been out there slogging a lot of time. That's one of the issues with the Red Raider football squad. It's always been depth and the fact that players are on the field a long time.
All right, field at the 24-yard line by Max Arnold. Arnold over to the right sideline, trying to go down his sideline, excuse me. And nice pursuit there by North Quincy, but a big return there by Arnold all the way up to his own 45-yard line.
Yeah, emphasis on pursuit, John. Arnold is a very jiggy runner. He does a terrific job of, watch the starts and stops here. Stop there, start up. He's going to do another little fake in and head outside, and watch this move. Splits a couple of tackles. He's just a very elusive runner. Did a terrific job there. North's got some issues with players on the field.
And they just do get the 12th man off before the play is snapped. Handoff goes to number 5, Jack Horvath. And he spins off a couple of tacklers and goes down the far sideline. He's at the 10-5 and touchdown. Plymouth South. He outran Gavin Brown at the last second there to go in for the score.
Well, there's a reply by Plymouth South for you. It's a little tough for the Red Raiders to accept that one. A couple of guys got hats on him, but weren't able to bring him down. And he's off to the races there. 40 yards untouched. Nice hustle by Gavin Brown. But
all right, bad snap. The holder couldn't hold on to it. He's going to try for the 2 points. And he throws it. It's caught, by Braxton Werner, but he can't go in for the 2 points.
yeah, nice job by the Red Raiders. Again, the special teams really performing well for North Quincy. So that's a little plus there. Plymouth South's not able to finish it. They've got a 13-7 lead. There's the holder couldn't get the ball down quickly enough, and North does a great job of swarming to the ball, making the tackle, and eliminating the point after. So Plymouth South's got a 13-7 lead, but the Red Raider offense, which seemed to find its mojo there during the last possession, will be out on the field here with 9:26 to go in this second quarter.
Deep to receive, number 3, Marquise.
All right, Marquise Rodriguez-Smith goes back deep for North Quincy. Logan Watts will kick it away for the Panthers. Another high, short kick. Fielded by North, actually bounces off Ryan Wirtz, and
Wirtz signaled a fair catch.
okay.
Or might have been some, Wirtz does not think he did. I don't know if we have a replay on it. One other little issue, sometimes a player might put his arm up because of the lights just to help him see the ball, but Wirtz was not sure about calling for a fair catch. It is all for naught, his lack of certainty, because they're calling it a fair catch at the 32, and here comes the Red Raider offense.
See a replay here, and it might have been just before we got to the ball there. His hand was up in the air, but
nice job in the replay booth of protecting the North Quincy athlete. Well done. Well done by Peter. Is it Peter Doherty?
Peter Doherty, yep.
There you go. Nice job, Peter. Former player himself, making sure to protect the athlete on the replay.
all right, so North has it at their own 32-yard line. 9:01 to go here in the first half. Galligan looking to try to find something downfield. Throws it downfield, but it's out of bounds. Was looking for Tyler Cromwell.
Yeah, I would say he was throwing that ball away.
It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Raiders.
Cromwell kind of shifted his head in exasperation, but there was no way. You can see here, just everything's broken down, and that's really nothing more than the quarterback getting rid of the ball. He clearly threw it out of bounds. Cromwell wishing the field was a little wider.
If we were in Canada, it would have been a little bit wider there.
Yeah.
All right, so second down for the Raiders. Again, ball at their own 32-yard line. Galligan looking to run over to the far sideline. Nice job there. Deeks one man and will get knocked out of bounds at the 41. Maybe make it the 42.
Let's see where the, I don't know what they're calling. Yep, they're moving the sticks, so. That's twice now Galligan's rolled out to the left. I think what's going on here is North Quincy has seen the way that Plymouth South is bringing its pressure when Galligan's in the pocket. And by having him roll out a little, he's getting outside that pressure. They haven't really contained the edges that well, and Galligan took advantage that time.
1st and 10 now for North Quincy. Galligan again gets pressured, trying to get out of harm's way. He throws it way downfield for Rodriguez-Smith, and it is caught. Touchdown, North Quincy! A great throw there by Mikey Galligan, and great concentration by Marquise Rodriguez-Smith. Had the defender right in front of him. Might have gone off his fingertips, but he holds on to it for the long touchdown.
Now watch this, folks. Galligan back to pass, all kinds of pressure. He steps up. That's from the 40-yard line. All right, it's in the air for 54 yards. A strike to Marcus Rodriguez-Smith, who that's his second really nice catch of a long pass sailing through the night air with the defensive back on him.
An extra point attempt there by Nicola is up, and it is good. So North Quincy comes down with a big play of their own, and they now take the lead 14-13 with 8:36 left to go in the second quarter.
Again, special teams, execution, the point after. Great job by North Quincy. Their special teams unit tonight has been flawless in the first half, John. And there's another, we can see a replay up here in our booth, but not on the air for you folks. But Rodriguez-Smith, what's he got for reception yardage?
He has 2 for 91.
And I'd say about 30 of them have been yards after the catch from what we've seen. So these two guys, what a connection. Rodriguez-Smith, a senior, and number 17, Mike Galligan, a senior. And there's been much talk about them. Oh, interesting. Little variation there on the squib. They kicked it right at one of the up guys. And number 22 for Plymouth South, whom we talked about before, he's tight end, Ben Frechette. Only a junior. He did a nice job of handling that. So Plymouth South with good field position. They're at their 40, but I'd regard the decision to kick away from Max Arnold to be a good one, John. Happy not to see him on a kickoff return.
Now they spot the ball at the 40-yard line. Hand off of the Panthers over to the right side. And
actually, DeRocher did a little delay. Yeah. He was taking a read of what was happening, and he held the ball and tried to get up inside his right guard to no avail, or to little avail, I guess. He did pick up 3 yards. First yard marker is right at the 50. So let's see what the Red Raiders can do to keep Plymouth South pinned in its own side of the field.
Send the man in motion, but they give it to
nice
Arnold
job.
instead. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Raiders right over there to bring him down. Great job there to bring down Max Arnold to make sure he couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah, big tip of the cap. Watch number 7, Gavin Brown. He stays in pursuit here, and he ends up making the tackle. Let me see. I want to give another guy credit. Yeah, Tyler Cromwell. Cromwell made the initial hit and was holding on, but then Gavin Brown came in and finished off the running back. So nice tackle for a loss. It's going to be 3rd and 9 here. This would be a big stop for the Red Raiders, John.
Brady Craig also in there on the North Quincy on that last tackle. DeRocher rolling out to his right, and it is incomplete at midfield. Was looking to try to connect with Shane McDonald, but it goes incomplete.
Good coverage, great pursuit, a really nice job by the Red Raider defense. So a 3-and-out for Plymouth South, and a big 3-and-out, John. Following up on the Red Raider touchdown here. And the offense has found its stride, so getting them back on the field here with 7 minutes to go in this first half, big turn of events.
All right, Marquise Rodriguez-Smith back to receive the kick, and he'll get a chance to return as Fields at his own 28-yard line. And he's tripped. Was trying to make a couple of moves there, and he's upset that he fell there, and they're going to spot him down to 32. There's a flag thrown back on the play as well, back at the 47-yard line.
So during the return, we have a blindside block against the return team 56. It'll be 15 yards from the end of the run.
So one of the blockers is being penalized for coming up on a blind side. That type of stuff's tough, John, with all the moving parts during a kickoff return. You've seen what the NFL has done with kickoff returns. It's ridiculous. It's like watching T-ball, the way they set up and the way they do things. But part of it is to eliminate some of what goes on during a traditional kickoff with types of hits that can result in injuries.
All right, the ball goes all the way back to the 17-yard line, and almost intercepted there by Plymouth South. Cutting that play off was Chase Macris, and the ball just went through his hands. He couldn't hold on to it. It was a bullet thrown there by Mikey Galligan.
Yeah, Macris does a nice job of stepping in front of the receiver. But I'll tell you, if you've not been on the receiving end of one of Galligan's rifle shots, especially at night with the night lights, it can get up on you fast, and that's exactly what happened there. In this type of lighting, the ball kind of explodes during the last, say, 4 or 5 yards as it approaches you, and you have to be adjusted to that. In that instance, we're lucky the Plymouth South D-back was not.
Gavin Brown gets the handoff, flag thrown on the play. Brown will get a yard or two on the play, but again, we'll see what the penalty is.
Well, it's in a bad spot, frankly. Yeah, he's checking with Plymouth South to see if they want to take it or not, where there was no gain, so. I'm not quite sure what the coach is doing here.
So we have holding on the offense, number 76. That penalty's declined, 3rd down.
All right, so they're going to decline the penalty, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Looks like that last play only gave North Quincy a gain of 1.
Yeah, the ball's inside the 20. It's at the 18, so the penalty would have been half the distance, and I think the coach made a good decision by looking to take the down versus the penalty yards. It would have been 2nd and long. But with Galligan, such a threat, you want to get him off the field if you can, and that's why they chose to take the down. It's 3rd down.
So 3rd and 9, Galligan looking downfield, and he's going to keep it himself, and made one move but couldn't make the second, and they're going to bring him down to the 23. And a flag is thrown way behind the play.
This could be personal foul here.
Flag was thrown down at the Plymouth South 46-yard line, and it might be a face mask against Plymouth South. That's Marquise Rodriguez-Smith indicated that to the sideline, but we'll see what it is.
So we have a personal foul, face mask on White. That's going to be 15 yards to the previous spot. That's going to result in a 1st down.
Well, I understand the young man's frustration covering Rodriguez Smith. It's got to be somewhat of an exasperating experience, and in this particular instance, the Plymouth South defensive back lost his poise and gave a little tug on Rodriguez Smith's mask. So even when he's not in the play, he's making things happen for the Red Raiders.
Exactly.
Yeah, good job.
All right, well, with the 15 yards from the end of the run, it goes up to the 33, and it's an automatic first down for North Quincy. Nice coverage downfield by Plymouth South. Galligan's going to run it, crosses midfield, and he'll get it to the Plymouth South 49-yard line before he runs out of bounds.
That's a nice 18-yard gain by Galligan. Terrific job. He's got his eyes up. If you watch him, he's always looking downfield. He's got his head up. And a replay screen just went black. Is that just our screen, or is that everything?
I think we're going to blame the fingers of Peter Doherty on that one.
All right. Well, we'll describe what I'm sure Peter wanted to share with you, which was Galligan doing a terrific job. And then when he ID'd the coverage down the field and saw all the green space, he took off and did a terrific job. So North looking to capitalize on that penalty. They've got the ball on the Plymouth South side of the field. 1st and 10.
Pitch to Gavin Brown over to the left side. He has to cut back up to the middle, and he gets hit there by number 64, Sean Pomeroy, one of the captains for the Panthers.
Yeah, that was a bit of a high pitch, so Gavin Brown from the start had to make an adjustment. That slowed him down a bit trying to get outside. The play was designed to take it outside. I mentioned before, Plymouth South has not done a great job containing the edge here, which means preventing the Red Raider offense, the running backs, from getting outside. They've been successful doing so. That was the design of that play.
Galligan, quick pass over to the right side, complete to Cam Sampson. And Sampson was trying to jump over the defender, but gets pushed out of bounds. And they're going to spot him down at the 32. But nonetheless, first down for North Quincy.
Boy, did Galligan get rid of that quickly or what? That is really super execution.
At the Plymouth South 32-yard line.
Sampson making Jeff Hennessy proud. Actually, Jeff's down in Plymouth now. Long time and now former track coach for the Red Raiders. He did a great job with the North Quincy track program, citywide actually.
And Jeff PA, announcer right here tonight as well for North Quincy, up above us.
We're not still paying him, are we?
The defense be a 5-yard penalty.
All right, offsides there on Plymouth South.
Go first.
So North Quincy will get a free 5 yards.
Galligan
1st and 5.
even able to use his snap count to move the ball down the field. I think was I here for the first North game? Remember, I came out of retirement. You dusted me off and brought me out for one game, and but I've been reading about Galligan ever since, and boy, is he really in fine form here tonight.
Galligan looking into the corner of the end zone for Cromwell, and it is incomplete. Cromwell looked like he had a hand on it, but just couldn't bring it down.
Yeah, nicely delivered ball into very tight coverage. We've got to emphasize, watch this replay. Now, take a look, Cromwell. That is terrific coverage on the play. And just as Cromwell is pulling the ball in, the defensive back gave a big swipe. And Tyler not quite able to finish. But a nice effort by both Galligan and Cromwell there. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 5, John.
5:13 left to go here in the second quarter. Hand off to Marquise Rodriguez Smith.
Marquise Rodriguez
And let's see, they're going to spot him down at the
to the 26.
26-yard line, maybe the 27.
I think we're in 4-down territory here.
3rd and 4.
And the Red Raiders are responding by sending out a couple of receivers, Cromwell and Cam Sampson. So they're going to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who's been delivering all night, Galligan. And let's see what they can do here on a 4th and, wait a minute, I beg your pardon, it's 3rd and 4.
Third, yeah. Galligan in the shotgun for North Quincy. Plymouth South sends a blitz. Galligan gets it off and couldn't reach Rodriguez-Smith, And it'll be 4th down now for North Quincy. Galligan did a great job just to get that away, as you'll see here in the replay, so he wouldn't get sacked in the backfield there.
Yeah, that was terrific. Just getting rid of that ball is the victory there. You know, I think he was thrown to the sideline there, and Marcus tried to adjust his route, but his route was designed to be along the hash mark. So
it's 4th down now for North Quincy, 4th and a long 4.
Be nice to see the Red Raiders keep this drive alive, John, with just over 4 minutes and a half.
Flag thrown on the play. Galligan's going to run it himself. Another flag thrown on the play. Galligan gets up to the 15-yard line, but I believe this is going to be coming back.
Well, yeah, there's going to be a hold against the Red Raiders. That happened right in front of the official. Where's the second flag, John?
I think actually the second official threw the flag right at the hold as well.
Okay, so 2 flags
they
of the same
both
call.
saw it, yeah.
Oh, yeah, there you see. Again, Pete Doherty protecting the athletes on the replays here. Good job, Pete, because we had a little too clear a camera shot on that particular offense. So we regret we cannot share the replay with you. We're happy for the family of the athlete who is going to get away without any negative coverage, and it's going to be 4th and 14. Looks like, what are we looking at, a pooch punt?
No,
they get
Galligan's
out
out there. So Galligan into the end zone. Rodriguez-Smith is open. Touchdown, North Quincy! Rodriguez-Smith again wide open in the back of the end zone. Got away from his defender. And as you see in the replay here, Mikey Galligan found him with ease.
Raiders are on the board again. 3 minutes and 34 seconds remaining in the half.
I got to tell you, it's remarkable what's going on here. I'd love to have a camera on Rodriguez-Smith to see how he is continually getting so open. I mean, he's been behind the D-back 3 times now. On that particular occasion, he was just wide open. Oh, nice job by the holder. Terrific job there.
Teams on the field. The score is
I believe it's Eric DeLima, a sophomore.
Panthers
I don't know if we can get a replay on that point after, but that was a really nice job there. And I'm repeating myself, but this is a delightful refrain. Special teams execution first half has been flawless.
So with the extra point, and it's Ryan Wirtz, number 2.
Okay, it's Wirtz. He's only a junior. Watch this. Watch him handle this. Nice job. Very quickly gets it down. Really flawless. Eric, happy to get you some press time here, but let's get out on that field and earn somebody. But Ryan Wirtz with a great job on the hold. So we'll see what North does on the kickoff. They've been terrific here tonight. Another pooch.
Short kick, and Plymouth South is just going to down it at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, I think we're going to give Mr. Wirtz the rest of the night off, which would be just terrific from all viewpoints here in Red Raider territory. So, a well-executed kickoff. Plymouth South's going to start at its 35-yard line with 3:30 to go. Their last couple of possessions, offensive possessions, they've come up empty. Geez, North keeps having trouble getting personnel on the field here. And
Ball carried by number
Plymouth South ran right through the gap that the late arriving Red Raider was setting up in. So got to get that straightened out. But
4 for the Panthers.
that's a 6-yard gain. It's going to be 2nd and 4 for Plymouth South from the 41-yard line.
Well, Logan Watts on the carry that time for the Panthers. Play action fake. DeRocha looking to pass, and it is incomplete. We're looking for Watts again, and Watts
Saw a
couldn't hold
flag,
on to it.
yeah.
He had a late flag thrown as well.
Incomplete. There is a penalty mark.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a wobbly pass by DeRocha.
Ineligible man
And
downfield.
in fairness to the receiver, that created the issue.
So,
for
Coach, we
Watts.
got ineligible man downfield on the offense, so you can back them up.
All right, so as you heard, ineligible man downfield. We'll see if head coach Ryan Craig,
Ineligible man on the offense, going to be a 5-yard penalty, replay it down.
and they will take the 5 yards.
So this again relates to DeRocha and the rollouts. It puts the linemen in a difficult position,
Rule 36 yard.
and that's essentially what's happening. DeRocha's trying to buy some time for his receivers, but when he's out there, the longer it goes, the more difficult it is for the linemen, and that's the second time it's cost Plymouth South.
2nd down and 9 now for the Panthers. Handoff goes to number 5, Jack Horvath, and he'll get up to about the 38-yard line. We'll see it in the replay. Nice job by North to bring him down.
Oh, yeah, watch Brevin Lyons, a sophomore, number 77. This is fairly decisive tackling here. He just says, down you go, young man. Nice job, very nice job by Brevin Lyons, a sophomore, making the tackle there from his... He's on the left side of the defensive line. You see him there. He's one of the bigger guys out there. Now he's kind of checking his right thumb. Hope he didn't get injured.
So it brings up now a 3rd and about 7 now for Plymouth South. DeRocha play action fake. Looking downfield for a man, and it is caught. Great catch there by number 7, Tristan Fawcett, and he'll go in for the touchdown.
3, Braxton Werner.
Yeah, that's a tough one. It was pretty good coverage by Rodriguez Smith, but the ball was really perfectly thrown. Watch DeRocha deliver this. So Rodriguez Smith, I don't know exactly his height, but he was giving away at least 6 inches on that play. And DeRocha delivered really a perfect pass. So nicely done. Plymouth South going to go for 2 here, I believe. They're trailing by 2, so the 1 point after, if they were to kick it, is fairly insignificant. So here's a look at trying to tie the game.
All right, DeRocha sends another man in motion. Come back the opposite side, and incomplete. The man was open. It was a nice play there by Plymouth South, but they couldn't execute at the end there. Logan Watts was the intended receiver. The ball was just a little underthrown.
And the teams will head
Yeah, everyone has well-designed 2-point plays. That time, it looked like North knew what to look for. They really pressured the quarterback well from his left, their right. And as a result of that pressure, he delivered the errant incomplete pass. So North holds on now to a 2-point lead. Sure, they wish they weren't looking at that touchdown, but there you see Coach Craig talking to Marcus Rodriguez-Smith, who was out in the field for the point after play, just shaking his hand. And as I said, that was just a really nicely executed offensive play by Plymouth South. DeRocha put the ball where only one guy could catch it, and Tristan Fawcett was the guy, and he caught it. So now we'll see what North can do. They're going to get the ball with 1:52, John, and for a guy like Galligan, especially the way he's playing tonight, he can do some damage with that.
Fair catch called for by Ryan Wirtz. And North Quincy will start this drive at their own 27-yard line.
Yeah, there was probably a discussion after that last kick where Wirtz was, he was
Action 27 yards.
not penalized, but he was called for a fair catch, and he thought he had a chance at running the ball. Well, here he didn't hesitate. He just executed the fair catch, and I'm sure the coaches were clarifying to him, you're one of our up guys. If you're playing the ball, we want you to fair catch it, not make any mistakes. So Red Raiders start with nice field position, 27-yard line. More importantly, they've got Mike Galligan, who's had a terrific first half under center. Let's see what he can do.
Ball at the 27-yard line. Galligan trying to find something downfield, and he's going to throw this out of bounds as there was nothing happening there.
This is incomplete. Intended for number 2, Ryan Wirtz. Number 4, Tyler Cromwell also in the air.
Yeah, one of the issues with Galligan is because of the arm he has, some of these Red Raider routes are designed to go 15 or 20 yards down the field, and that takes some time. Now tonight, the Red Raider offensive line has done a terrific job protecting Galligan. It's only been on those occasions when he's held the ball for a while that there's been pressure. So let's see what happens here on 2nd and 10.
Galligan fakes the pitch and keeps it himself. Had Tim Toland over to his right, but he keeps it himself and maybe get a gain of 2 on the play. Actually, no, they're going to say no gain at all, so it'll bring up 3rd and 10 for North Quincy.
A little confusion on the Plymouth South sideline. You'd think they might call a timeout where it's 3rd down, and now they do.
And they do.
Well, they left about 25 seconds, or let 25 seconds run off the board there, that if they successfully stop North, that would have been time available to their offense. But there was a little bit of confusion on who they were going to have on the field defensively, and that prompted the timeout, actually.
So 1:10 left to go here in the second quarter. North on top 21-19, but they'll have a 3rd and 10 from their own 27-yard line when we come back from the timeout. For more information about Quincy Access TV, log on to our website at qatv.org for program schedules, membership information, video on demand, live streaming, and more. So again, qatv.org. All right, North comes out ready to roll here on the 3rd and 10. Rodriguez Smith goes in motion, and nothing happening there. Galligan throws it downfield, and it is incomplete. Cam Sampson was in the area.
All right, so the clock stops. This is one of those scenarios that the Patriots have been criticized for, is time management as the half comes to an end. It's a difficult conundrum for coaches who are, caught between trying to make something happen offensively and then trying to get the clock run down. Well, Plymouth South's going to have a minute to do something, and let's see how the Red Raiders special teams executes here. Good snap, quick punt, well done.
Mike Nista takes it. A little confusion between the Panthers. Who's going to field the punt? Fielded by Kyle Nguyen. And ball comes loose, and
It's like the Red Raiders have it, John.
great job by North on the coverage downfield. Coming up with the loose ball was Muhammad Al-Zubadi, as we'll see here on the replay.
All right, great punt. High punt, as you said, a little confusion, but that didn't really affect anything. But watch this tackle. Watch the hit here.
No, and we lost the replay there.
That's a shame, but maybe we can catch it at halftime or as we go to halftime, because you know, I've been talking about special teams and how well they've been doing. Well, there's a huge turnover. Not only does it take the ball out of Plymouth South's hands, but the North offense has a great opportunity here at the 36-yard line of Plymouth South.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Galligan looking, fires and is complete to Ryan Wirtz. And we'll see if Wirtz gets out of bounds, and he did. Great job there by Wirtz. And out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Really smart stuff by Wirtz, a junior. He made a nice catch. Watch this. Galligan delivering the ball quickly. He doesn't hold it long. Gets it out to Wirtz, who doesn't try to do too much and gets out of bounds with it. Really well done.
All right, 45 seconds on the clock, and they do give him the first down with the ball at the 25-yard line. North Quincy still has 3 timeouts remaining here in the half. Galligan has to roll out of the pocket. Flag thrown on the play. Galligan crosses the 15, the 10, the 5, and he goes into the end zone, but we'll see. I believe this is coming back.
Ricky Galligan all the way. It's a touchdown. Touchdown.
Holding number 79 in the offense.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. So that's going to take a nice Galligan run off the board. You know, it's a guy who's out there trying to do what he can to protect his quarterback. They gave a number of a player who's not out there, so it's not a bad thing necessarily.
All right, so the ball is going to go back to the 35-yard line. Remains first down for North Quincy.
Got 32 seconds left, which is plenty of time for a guy like Galligan. We've seen that with him.
Again, North Quincy has all 3 timeouts. Down the middle of the field, Rodriguez Smith is incomplete. Flag is thrown on the play. Rodriguez Smith got hit as he was trying to catch the ball. That was probably the reason why he came loose. But again, flags thrown back at the 37.
So we got 2 fouls on the play. We got 56 hold on the offense. We got hold on the defense, number 5. Those penalties were offset. Replay the down.
All right, well, the one good thing about that, the offsetting, is that Red Raiders aren't going to lose further yardage. The bearded official has become very exuberant watching for holds here. He's not missing much, unfortunately.
All right, so they're going to replay it down. Gallagher again trying to look downfield. Wirtz has the ball and gets pushed out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
I think he's still in bounds, and North's going to have to burn a timeout, Sean. Yeah, it was right along the sideline, and the players obstructed our view. But if you watch here, well, that was a replay on something. What's happening with the replay deck? We'll have to.
Yeah, we'll see if we can
we
figure out what's going on there at halftime.
We know we have nothing but the finest in equipment, so it's got to be some sort of operator error that we'll address. No Snickers bars at halftime. So the ball's at the 37-yard line, and there's 16 seconds left. There's time for maybe 3 plays. But again, we've seen with Galligan the ability to deliver the ball downfield. So, and there's been some nice execution on the point after work done by North Quincy. So, if we get the ball down inside, say the 10-yard line or so, field goal is an option.
All right, Galligan with the ball in the shotgun. Down to the end zone, and it is caught by North Quincy. Touchdown! No, incomplete. They're going to say incomplete. Rodriguez Smith saying he had the ball, but they're going to say he did not have control.
Let's see this. I really don't understand. It's inexplicable that Rodriguez Smith is. We lost the replay again. But it's inexplicable that he's open like this. No matter how talented you are, there's. If you have to go to a cover 3 or something, then you just make sure that there's someone in a white shirt who does not let him behind them, And so far, he's been open, and that was a very nicely delivered ball, wasn't it, by Galligan?
Yeah.
He just throws a beautiful ball. So a lot of time went off on that play, John. I had said 3 plays, but they're only going to get 1 more shot, I believe. And given where the ball is, which is at the 32-yard line, I would rule out a 49-yard field goal attempt. So this will be going to the end zone, and we'll see what happens.
All right, North Quincy called a timeout to give themselves a little bit more time to see what they want to do here.
Yeah, I see number 10, John Naku, out there. He looks like he's the tallest kid on the field. He's a junior.
All right, 3 receivers to the left for Galligan. Rodriguez Smith, the low man to the right. Throws across his body. Rodriguez Smith is open. He catches it at the 5-yard line, and he's going to be just shy as time expires here in the half. Rodriguez Smith was trying to shake a couple defenders, but he gets brought down at the 3-yard line.
So if you watch here,
all right, well, North Quincy, big effort down there and came up just a couple yards shy at the half to try to put some more points on the board. So at the half, North Quincy 21 and Plymouth South 19. We're going to take a timeout here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. We'll be back with second half coverage in just 1 moment.
sure?
I definitely did.
There's no way. I've been out there a million times and I've never seen anything.
Welcome back, everyone, to Veterans Memorial Stadium. We're at the half. North Quincy leads Plymouth South by a score of 21-19. We'll run down some stats real quick. First, Mikey Galligan, 7 of 16 passing for 185 yards and 3 touchdowns. 2 of those touchdowns have gone to Marquise Rodriguez-Smith, who was 157 yards through the air. One of those was a 58-yard touchdown, and again, 2 touchdowns. Tyler Cromwell, 1 catch for 15 yards and a touchdown as well. Galligan has 31 yards rushing on the ground. For Plymouth South, Tim DeRocha, 3 of 5 passing for 90 yards and a touchdown. Jack Horvath has 60 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns as well. And Tristan Fawcett, 1 catch for 62 yards that went for a touchdown.
Well, another nice job as we start the second half, John, of special teams just doing what they're paid the big bucks for. That time it was Pat Connor executing the fair catch, and North's going to start with some nice field position at the 35. It was a long halftime break, and the night has cooled off. So we'll see how that affects the work of quarterback Mike Galligan.
All right, Galligan gets it from the shotgun. Yeah, he's getting pressure out of the pocket, as we've seen several times here tonight. Galligan trying to find something, going across the body, and it is complete. No, incomplete to Tyler Cromwell. Cromwell was open, and Galligan was able to find him. But down there on the coverage for the Panthers was Max Arnold. And a flag was thrown on the play as well.
Yeah, Galligan was over the line of scrimmage when he threw the ball. That time Cromwell was trying to catch the ball and run with it, and he was trying to make a bit of a sweep move to get the ball outside away from the coverage and take off downfield. But fortuitously, or not so fortuitously, whatever, the miscatch is just going to go by the books as the pass over the line of scrimmage results in a penalty and loss of down. So it's going to be 2nd and 15 for the Red Raiders.
Galligan again looking to pass. He's going to keep it himself. Gets a block from Ryan Wirtz downfield. And we'll see if this is going to be a late hit out of bounds. And it is. Galligan was out of bounds. And Plymouth South came over and hit him when he was well out of bounds. So we're going to add 15 yards on to the end of this run.
Yeah, the flag is late because that official that you see there next to Galligan, he was right on the play and he was getting knocked out of bounds. He was backtracking, trying not to fall, so he had to protect himself first, and then he threw the flag. So this is a big penalty. It's 15 yards from the spot of the foul. So North Quincy is now in Plymouth South territory. And the drive continues here. 1st and 10.
Hand off to Toland right up the middle, and he's going to get hit quickly and stays on his feet, though. But there are 3 defenders there for Plymouth South. Leading the charge there was number 4, Logan Watts, as well as number 66, Finnegan Burr.
Yeah, Toland is a running back and a linebacker. He's a solidly built young man, although he's only a junior. You saw there, he's a tough guy. He's able to keep his feet, keep his balance, notwithstanding the gang tackling going on. So, nice job there. A little short gain of, we'll give him 2. The scoreboard gave him 1. It's going to be 2nd and 9.
2 backs on either side of quarterback Mikey Galligan, the senior for the Raiders. Galligan again looking downfield, and it is incomplete. Was looking for Toland over there and just overthrew him.
Yeah, Toland got his hands on the ball. It was a tough pass. Galligan doesn't worry about white shirts when he delivers the ball. That time he put the ball where only his receiver could have possibly caught it, but just overthrew Tim Toland. That was going to be a tough one. Tim's got his hands on his hips, but he shouldn't be disappointed on that play. So now we've got a 3rd down and 9.
Ball at the 45-yard line on Plymouth south side of the field. Galligan looking down the near sideline for Cromwell, and it is incomplete. Cromwell got his hands on it but couldn't bring it in.
Incomplete intended for number 3, Marquise Rodriguez.
Yeah, there was pretty good coverage on that play again. We are having a problem with a replay deck in the truck. I'm not sure. You know, we're going to do what we can to deliver replays, but on that particular play, Cromwell actually made a nice move to get the inside position back. The Plymouth South defensive back had that well covered. Cromwell, a little move on him, got his hands on the ball, but North's going to be punting it away. This one's going to be short.
Mike Nista with the punt, and North Quincy's going to get a little bit
Nice
of roll
friendly
here.
bounce, yeah.
So it bounced at the 20-yard line, and they'll down it at the 16.
Down by number 14, Mohammed Al-Zubaidi. And the Panthers will go on offense. 1st and 10 at their own
So the
16
Plymouth South offense, which has been on ice for quite some time, John, it's now 8:38, and we broke for halftime at 8:10. So let's see how that affects their execution here.
Tim DeRocher, junior quarterback, is going to keep it this time. He bounces off 1, 2 to 3 defenders and will finally get brought down. But a nice run there by DeRocher. They're going to spot him down at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, that was a little bit sloppy on the tackling end. I think a couple of the guys know it. They let DeRocher get away with a couple of yards perhaps he shouldn't have picked up. So it's going to be 2nd and short for Plymouth South. Let's see if North can execute a little better in the tackling department here, the defense.
2nd down and about 2 now for the Panthers. They're going to hand it off to Max Arnold. Arnold goes right up the field, bounces over to the right side now. Still on his feet, crosses midfield, and will finally get brought down at the North Quincy 45-yard line as a flag comes in at the last second there as well.
That may have been a block in the back downfield. Let's see what they do with this one.
Back on white 7. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty. It'll still result in a 1st down.
The down counts. It'll be a 15-yard penalty.
So they mark off 10 yards from the spot of the foul,
For the 1st and 10.
but notwithstanding that loss of the 10 yards as a result of the big gain by a guy who we hadn't heard much from for a while, and happy to say that, but Max Arnold is back on the scene here with a big gain, and Plymouth South's going to be 1st and 10 from its 44-yard line.
DeRocher keeps it himself, and another late flag is thrown.
Late flag.
Yeah, I think there was a little exuberance on the part of at least one Plymouth South lineman, and that may be the young man against
A
whom.
5-yard face mask on the
Oh.
defense. That'll be added to the end of the run.
Against the Raiders.
So you hear a 5-yard face mask called against North Quincy. They'd spotted DeRocher down at the 48, so they'll move it up now to the North Quincy 47.
1st and 2.
It's going to be 1st and 2.
DeRocher trying to set up a screen pass here, and it is incomplete.
North had nice coverage on that play. I had talked earlier in the first half about Plymouth South having trouble on the edges, not doing a very good job of, containing. Well, North, it's been a different story. They've done an excellent job on plays out to the flat or the edges. They've had bodies out there, and that time they did an excellent job of smoking out that play, making a hit as the pass was delivered, and preventing a gain there on first down. So now it's 2nd down and 2.
Handoff goes to number 4, Logan Watts, and he's going to have the first down and more for the Panthers. And they're going to spot him down all the way up to the North Quincy 36-yard line.
Yeah, Watts is a little gimpy getting up there. That was a hard tackle by Tim Tolan, but it's what is necessary with some of these guys, because these athletes from Plymouth South, they've been difficult to tackle. And North did a nice job in the second quarter of containing the Plymouth South offense, but this looks very similar to how Plymouth South started the game, John. This has been a nice drive with some successful running plays.
1st and 10 for the Panthers. DeRocha rolling out. Pass is incomplete. Had number 22, Ben Frechette, the tight end, but Frechette couldn't hold it onto it.
Yeah, DeRocha he's made several nice passes that were catchable, but some of the guys just haven't been able to haul the ball in. What has DeRocha got for stats?
90 yards passing for a touchdown and 1 touchdown.
Attempts.
3 for 7.
3 for 7, okay. Well, he hasn't thrown as much as I thought he had. It's only 4 drops, but I'm sure Mr. and Mrs. DeRocha and I would all agree that it seems like more.
2nd down now for Plymouth South. DeRocha keeps it himself, runs right up the middle there, has a first down for Plymouth South, gets up to the North Quincy 25-yard line.
It's clear that Plymouth South ID'd something during the first half that they're now trying to exploit on this first possession. DeRocha's had, I believe, 3 keepers up the middle so far in this this drive. So they saw something that they thought they could exploit, and DeRocha is in fact exploiting it, John. What's he got for rushing yards this half?
This half, let me see here. He has about 23 yards, it looks like, on this drive.
They've been critical yards, too.
Now the first down for the Panthers. DeRocha gets hit as he throws the ball, but it's complete. Nice catch there by Robert Anzalone, And Anzalone will get brought down at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like a 7-yard gain there. So nice job by DeRocha, who was under intense pressure to escape the pressure and then get the ball off. And with that completion now, it's going to be a 2nd and 3 inside the 20. Unlike the first half, clock's running a little bit this half. Yeah.
DeRocha in the shotgun. He hands it off to Logan Watts. Watts over to the right side, gets to the 20, and he gets brought down there by North Quincy.
Yeah, terrific penetration by Brady Craig, the junior. He did an excellent job getting in there and getting at the feet of the running back for a loss of 2 on the play. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 5, and that's just a terrific stop by the Red Raiders.
As I said, a loss of 2 on the play there by Logan Watts. So it brings up a 3rd and 5. Ball at the 20-yard line. DeRocha looking, he's going to pass instead, and it's picked off by Tim Tolan at the 15-yard line. Tolan has some space down the near sideline now, has a blocker in front of him as well. And Tolan's going to go all the way. A pick 6 for North Quincy.
Good stuff, and no flags on the field behind the play. The North kids made sure it was a clean escort And the Red Raiders with a huge turn of events. That's going to be very deflating for Plymouth South, which was at the back end of a well-orchestrated drive on their first possession this half. And that little floater picked off by Tolan, and watch the escort. Well, maybe we won't watch the escort, but we'll certainly talk about it. All black shirts down the sideline, but Tolan, he was watching the Plymouth South pursuit, and once he saw that he had an opening, he really hit the kick is good. So the extra point is good, but once he saw the pursuit, he hit the jets. He went into fifth gear there and really took off. A really nice and a terrific interception by Tim Tolan, a junior, and it occurred at a very critical junction here, John. That's a huge turn of events. North Quincy was at the downside of a long drive by Plymouth South, and Plymouth South looking to take the lead back, but instead North goes up by 9 here.
So 5:06 to go here in the third quarter. As you said, North Quincy now with a 9-point lead, 28-19. It was a big run there. He caught the ball at about the 12 or 13 yard line, and then, as you said, went down the near sideline, had plenty of defenders, blockers in front of him to lead him all the way for the score.
Beautiful job. And now the Red Raiders special teams. Let's see if they keep up their execution here. And it's going to be interesting to see how Plymouth South reacts. They've done a good job of taking a punch in this game so far, so we'll see what they do here.
All right, field at the 15-yard line by Anzalone. He runs over to the right side and will get pushed out of bounds. And I think I'm saying spot him out of bounds at about the 33.
Yeah, nice job by the Red Raiders. Good coverage downfield. And the Plymouth South offense, which was just out there and suffered that very deflating pick 6. We'll see how they react as they come back on the field. Pardon me, you will recall that last possession by Plymouth South, they stuck to the ground game for the most part, with actually DeRocha leading the way. Let's see what happens here, trailing by 9.
Handoff up the middle for Plymouth South, and going nowhere quickly there was Max Arnold.
Well, nice to report that an Arnold possession went nowhere, because that young man's been a real backbreaker tonight. So not surprising Plymouth South would give him the first shot at things. But great job by the Red Raider defense, which is all fired up, as you would imagine, after that big play. So what are you seeing? Too many men on the field, John? You've been
No, I think they have 11.
Okay, you've been counting bodies here. Yeah. Making me nervous.
Our handoff goes to Arnold again, and he'll get maybe a gain of 1. They're going to say he got up to the 36-yard line.
He tried a cutback, and getting up slowly after a nice hit is Brevin Lyons, the sophomore defensive tackle. But I'll tell you, that's 2 big stops on Arnold, and let's see what they do here. This is a big third down. It's 3rd and 7. Plymouth South is back inside its own 40, and be terrific for the Red Raiders to come up with a stop. Give them a chance to have some nice field position too.
DeRocha, quick pass over to the right side, the left side. It is incomplete. Tristan Fawcett was the man in the area.
I think Fawcett was supposed to go down and out at the 43-yard line, but instead he went down and out at the 48-yard line. I think a little bit of a mix-up there. Mistake made downfield. The quarterback threw the ball to a spot that was 5 yards short of where the receiver was, but The sticks are at the 43, so the design of the play was to the 43.
All right, Logan
Nice
Watts
high
gets a nice
punt.
kick there. Marquise Rodriguez-Smith back for North Quincy. He calls a fair catch, and they're going to say he's at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, smart play on a punt like that. That was a high punt, and Rodriguez-Smith knew that it was good opportunity for Plymouth South to get down the field, so Marquise made a great decision there. And Red Raider offense is going to start with nice field position at about the 26-yard line and some real momentum after the pick six, followed by a nice stop by the Red Raider defense. So let's see if the offense can't keep the momentum going.
I got a 1st and 10 for North at their own 26-yard line. Handoff goes to Gavin Brown, and Brown was trying to make something happen. And initially went to the left, had to cut back to the right, and looks like he's just going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, but again, a nice effort by Brown. He kept his feet, he battled, he kept working his way down the line, looking to find a seam, and there was nothing there. That time, Galligan, for the first time that I remember in a while, started under center on the play. So it was under center, design run play, try to keep it inside the tackles, and there wasn't much there for Gavin Brown, but he nonetheless made a nice solid effort. Under center again.
And Galligan will keep it himself on the rollout, and nice play there by Plymouth South to make the tackle. Coming up there, again, Max Arnold. We've called his name on offense a number of times, and that time a big play on defense.
Yeah, you don't want to see a quarterback get taken down like that. He's kind of shaking his left shoulder a little bit, but he seems fine. Red Raiders looking to take time off the clock now with the 9-point lead. So they're running Galligan under center because it gives them an opportunity to be a little more deceptive on the running plays, maybe bust one or get one through. They have not had success on the first two possessions, so they set Galligan back in the shotgun. And let's see what happens.
So less than 10 seconds to go on the play clock, and North just does get it off. Flag thrown on the play. Looks like we're going to have a hold against North Quincy. Galligan crosses the 30-yard line up to the 35, and they're going to say he goes out of bounds at the 37.
It is holding against the Raiders.
But it is a hold against North Quincy.
Flag.
Coaches aren't too happy. That was a nice pickup on that play, and it's regrettable, and it's going to, rather than a first down, did he pick up the first down, or was he short of it?
He was right at the first down marker,
Okay.
so it probably would have been, but either way, instead of at the 37, ball goes all the way back to the 10 with the penalty.
Yeah, so that means it's third and a boatload. I've got it at about 26 or 7, so it's a long way to go. Nonetheless, Plymouth South has its linebackers right up there. It's interesting.
All right, North's going to hand it off to Tim Toland. Toland gets up to the 15-yard line. Looks like they was just trying to give him some more space, and North Quincy will kick it away.
Yeah, you're exactly right. It looks like Plymouth South anticipated that run. They had seen during this possession that North was trying to just let the clock run, and that's what's happening here. We're about to run down under a minute in a fast-moving third quarter, I beg your pardon, and where the big play was a turnover.
All right, great kick here by Nista, and fair catch was called for by Plymouth South, and we'll see where they spot him down, and the ball brought him back to the 45-yard line.
And the Panthers will take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Well, terrific job, as you said. That's a great punt by Tim Toland. No, who's the punter?
Mike Nista.
Nista, I beg your pardon. I'm all over Tim Toland tonight after that pick six. talk about him. Credit for all we can. But special teams continues to execute flawlessly. Nista's had several excellent punts today.
All right, Tim DeRocher in the shotgun. He hands it off to Jack Horvath. And Horvath,
Nothing there.
so he might have lost a yard in a play, and he did.
Yeah, great penetration by the Red Raiders.
Loss of 1 on the play. 2nd and 11.
So we're now at 25 seconds. This will be the last play of the quarter. And the third quarter was a big success for the Red Raiders, the way it's gone so far. Maybe premature here. We're one big run away, but let's see if the Red Raiders can't come up with another stop.
2nd down and 11 now for the Panthers. DeRocher keeps it himself, has a blocker over to his left side, breaks free out of that tackle and crosses the 50-yard line, and will finally get brought down at the North Quincy 40-yard line, and that will be the last play of the quarter. So a big run there to end the quarter for the Panthers, and they'll have 1st and 10 from actually the North Quincy 38, and we'll begin the final quarter.
Yeah, we've got to get our sideline crew on high alert. They're heading in the wrong direction, but they're going to set up now on the other side, the south side of the field, as Plymouth South comes up with a big play. To end the third quarter, which was an otherwise very successful third quarter for the Red Raiders. But I think that your loyal color man here is going to have to take the hit on that one. I spoke a little early. So we'll see what the Red Raiders can do as they come out. Try to set it down so Plymouth South, and see if the North Quincy defense can stiffen up again as they had early on.
The latest Division II power rankings for the MIAA were released this afternoon. North Quincy, with a record of 3-1, came in 13th, and Quincy High School with 2-2, a record in the 12th position. Handoff here real quick to Logan Watts. He goes up, and it'll be another first down for the Panthers, and all the way up now to the North Quincy 16-yard line.
Wow, a variation of the Danny Jackson curse. I've opened up my mouth again. So when the coaches look at the tape, not ours, their own, I hope word can filter back to them that this particular drive is mostly my fault. All right, so Plymouth South 1st and 10 inside the 20. They're at about the 17.
Play action fake. DeRocher is going to keep it himself. Gets up to the 5-yard line, and where he's finally brought down. So another nice run there for DeRocher, and it'll be 1st and goal for the Panthers.
1st and goal to go from the North Quincy 4-yard line.
Well, DeRoche's had the ball. He's kept the ball a lot this second half. They obviously saw something the coaches did that they liked as far as DeRocher keeps. And that time he got the ball down inside the 5 to the 4. North defense has to step up here. Let's see what they can do. 1st and goal. Last time they were down here, they had some success.
Handoff up the middle for Plymouth South, and touchdown. Going in for the touchdown was Jack Horvath.
10:38 remaining in the ball game.
Yeah, so this one remains a back and forther, John.
So 4-yard touchdown run there by Horvath. And Plymouth South will set up for the extra point attempt.
Logan Watts set to kick the 1-point conversion. 18 gave Fisher home.
And low snap, and they can't hold on to it. Logan Watts now with the ball. See if he can run in for 2. And nice job there by North Quincy to come up and make the tackle. Looks like it was Toland who came up there on the tackle for North Quincy. Actually, no, I'm sorry. It's number 2, Ryan Wirtz.
Yeah, that was an excellent tackle by Wirtz. He got down into the legs of the holder and just cut him right down. So good stuff. And North Quincy yet again keeps Plymouth South off the extra point board, and those points are very meaningful. They're the difference in this game tonight.
Yeah, they missed 2 extra points, and they went for 2 and missed that as well. So like you said, there's the 3-point lead for North Quincy.
Yeah, and that's 4 points total, potentially at least, that, would put Plymouth South in front. Have you got Plymouth South where they show up there?
Let me pull up the power rankings. We'll get to them in just 1 second. Kickoff here going to be fielded by North Quincy at the 21-yard line. Jacoby Wall with the return, and they're going to mark Wall down at the 26.
Yeah, there was nowhere to go, but he did a nice job under intense pressure of holding on to the ball, so good job.
So Plymouth South is in Division 3, and right now they are the 17th ranked team in Division 3, with the top 16 making the playoffs in all divisions. All right, 1st and 10 for North at the 26-yard line. Galligan over to Cam Sampson, complete. Makes one man miss, with a nice move, and crosses the 40, goes all the way up to the 44-yard line for a big first down.
I have to tell you, if you're a North Quincy fan, you just have so much confidence when that offense is out on the field. Number 17, Galligan, you saw there, he just delivers a strike to his receiver, and it's out of his hands quickly. Yards after the catch because of how quickly he delivered. So Galligan gives the offense hope anytime they've got the ball. They've got 4 wideouts, 2 on each side.
1st and 10 for the Raiders. Galligan will run it himself, crosses midfield, and gets out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A late flag coming in from the back judge.
Late penalty flag. Galligan steps out of bounds at around the 40-yard line of Plymouth South.
Penalties at the Plymouth South 43.
Personal foul. Blindside block, number 54. He's 15 yards from the spot of the foul. Replay it down.
Penalty will be assessed after the run. 15 yards.
So we'll see where they spot the ball. It's going to go back to the 42-yard line.
All the way back to the 42-yard line. 1st and 12.
So a tough break there for North Quincy. They would have been at the Plymouth South 40-yard line. Again, said they have 1st and 12 now from their own 42. Four receiver set for the Raiders. Galligan was pressured, and he's just going to throw this one into the Plymouth South bench.
Yeah, this is tough because, you have a big play come off the board, and you can see, you look at that picture right there, those are some guys who are not at all happy. And on this most recent possession, Galligan got flushed out of the pocket, made a nice decision. Again, his strong arm has helped him on more than one occasion when he's been forced to throw the ball away, because he can really give it a ride and get it out of bounds, as he did there. So
2nd down for the Raiders. Galligan, nice pass down the middle of the field to Rodriguez Smith. He has the 1st down, and he'll just go down at the 41-yard line. Great job there by Galligan to find Rodriguez Smith for the play.
Yeah, in traffic, and he just threads the needle with a bullet. Rodriguez Smith is going to come out. I suspect he's got to be a little tired at this juncture, because he's out in the field defensively, special teams, and I'll tell you, though, a big, big play there, John. And that's what I'm talking about, as I said earlier, about Galligan.
So the Raiders first down at the Plymouth South 40-yard line. Quick pass over to the right sideline. It was complete, and did he stay in bounds? And he did. Nice catch there by Cam Sampson. They'll spot him out of bounds at the 32-yard line.
For Tyler Cromwell. 2nd and 2.
North, after that earlier penalty, really deflated and backed up. And this is just a nice couple of plays here by the offense. Galligan showing terrific leadership. His receivers doing a great job along the sidelines. And North Quincy at the Plymouth South 31.
Handoff up the middle, but nice job by the Plymouth South defense coming in and blowing that play up there. Tim Tolan had nowhere to run.
No gain.
Yeah, the thing Tolan did, though, that was critical was he held on to the ball. If you look at him, he's just totally gassed, as he should be. He's been on the field the whole night, and this is something we talked about earlier.
3rd and 6.
It's not even so much a conditioning issue because he's in terrific shape and he's shown that, but it's just there's only so much gas in the tank, and when you're out on the field the entire time and you're both delivering shots and taking them as he did there, makes it very difficult for the 4 quarters. But he held on to the ball, which was critical.
There's a 4-yard loss on the last play there for North Quincy, so it brings up a 3rd down and 6. Galligan trying to get Plymouth South to jump off sides, and they're doing a nice job to stay home. Under 10 seconds to go on the play clock. Galligan has to roll out of harm's way. Fires down the middle of the field, complete to Ryan Wirtz. Wirtz makes a man miss, gets up to the 20-yard line. Will get brought down to 18. Great job there by Ryan Wirtz. And a first down for the Raiders.
I got to tell you, both players making outstanding plays. Galligan buying time, rolling out to his left. That's another one where he's throwing across his body. Very difficult pass, but he delivered a strike to Wirtz in traffic. Wirtz made a nice move to get away, pick up some yards after the catch, and North Quincy is inside the 20 at the 18. Drive still alive here to start the 4th quarter, John.
Under 7 minutes to go now here in the ball game. Galligan again getting pressured. This throws it into the corner of the end zone, out of bounds.
Pass is incomplete.
Well, he threw it into the soccer net, which is well beyond the corner of the end zone. And again, that's where the arm strength is phenomenal, because it allows him to hold the ball a little longer, knowing that he can get rid of it out of bounds when he has to. That was a terrific job. Galligan's starting to, you can tell, kind of get a little gassed here. He's been running around a lot, and he's feeling it. This drive has really been dependent on Mike Galligan. He's had the ball a lot. He's been running around a lot. He's getting a little bit gassed. We're at 6:45 and counting in the 4th.
2nd down now for North Quincy. Galligan over to the left side, complete at the 5-yard line. Is he going to get into the touchdown? No, they're going to say he was out of bounds for Tyler Cromwell. Out of bounds at about the 2-yard line.
I got to tell you, on that particular play, and it's too bad we're having issues with the replay deck, the offensive line did a super job, a terrific job of giving Galligan time. And as he's done all night, he delivers a strike and then some great yards after the catch. And now it's not only red zone, now you're inside the 5. It's 1st and goal from the 3 for the Red Raiders on what has been an absolutely terrific and critical drive here. Let's see if they can't finish this.
All right, so as you said, first and goal from the 3-yard line for North Quincy. 6:37 to go in the game. Galligan rolling out, has a man in the end zone, and incomplete. Put a little too much heat on that pass for Ryan Wirtz, and he couldn't hold on to it.
Yeah, I was a little bit behind him, too, as he was floating out there. There were a couple of issues with that play that made it difficult for both players in their execution. But well-designed play, and it's going to be second and goal from the 3. Both teams have shown some really nice plays and solid execution down inside the 5-yard line. They've all had, both had good opportunities with plays from inside the 5.
Handed off to Tolan, but right there he was met immediately by number 66, Finnegan Burr, and he brings him down.
Tim Tolan down the carry. No gain.
Going to be a loss in the play. Spot him back to the 6-yard line. So bring up third and goal now from the 6-yard line, excuse me.
Clock's still running, John. We're under 6 minutes here. That's an important factor, too.
Galligan rolling out, rolling, trying to find something. Passes into the end zone, incomplete. He threw the ball as he got hit, and we have a flag thrown on the play as well. Flag thrown at the 5-yard line.
Oh, now it's North with ineligible down the field. I imagine they'll refuse that. I don't know if you want to give Galligan another shot.
All right, so it was declined.
Penalty is declined. That'll bring up 4th and 6 for the Raiders.
Well, Galligan's still out on the field with a 4th down. Wonder if he's gonna.
All right, so fourth and goal from the 6th. Galligan looking. Lots of time here for Mikey Galligan. Has Tim Tolan, can't find him though. Fires in the back of the end zone, and it is incomplete. Was looking for Tyler Cromwell all the way in the back there, and he cannot connect. So it'll be a turnover on downs for North Quincy, and Plymouth South will take over on their own 6-yard line with 5:28 left to go here in the ball game.
Well, interesting. Couple of thoughts. Number one, if North had gone with a field goal, that would have made it 31-25. So you can see, going for 6, especially with, as we said, Galligan and the receivers. They have their skill players on offense are excellent. The defense has been playing well. They got to really dig in here. This is going to be big.
All right, first play here for the Panthers, run up the middle.
Pick up about 3.
What's up? All right, sounds good.
Handoff went to Logan Watts.
By number 4,
Thank you for your help, Colby.
Logan Watts.
Spot the ball at the 11-yard line.
This one right in front of me. Yeah.
Second down and 5 now for the Panthers.
No.
Watts again on the carry for Plymouth South. And they're going to spot him down at about the 7-yard line.
Like, it was a nuisance. No.
12-yard line, maybe? You mean?
Oh, excuse me, 12-yard line, yes.
think they actually have them up to the 14. Well, 13, 14. It's going to be third and long 2, short 3. North's done a pretty good job on the run. Plymouth South keeping the ball inside the tackles, so, and the clock running. 4 minutes to go. It's a big third down play.
Yeah, third and about 3 here for the Panthers. Rolling up pass is complete to Watts over to the right side, and he'll have the first down for Plymouth South. They're going to mark him out of bounds at the 24-yard line.
That was a nicely designed play. Raider linebackers were up, protecting against the run. DeRocher has not had any quarterback sneaks in a while, so I think they may have been looking for that. I certainly was, and then they had a guy sneak behind the linebackers and get open, so nicely designed play.
First and 10 for the Panthers. Ball at their own 24-yard line. Handoff right up the middle. Nice run up to about the 30-yard line for Jack Horvath.
So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 4, which gives Plymouth South options. Clock running. We're going to be at about 3:30 when they break their huddle. And so you can tell Plymouth South another potential thought they have is they want to be the last ones with the ball this game. So let's see what happens here.
Play action and fake. Pass complete to Watts, and he's going to get brought down at the 35-yard line, but it should be enough for a first down.
Looks like he might be a bit short, but that and the clock's running. Let's see where the placement of the ball is.
And the officials are going to stop the clock for the placement. And nope, they're going to say it is a first down. They spot him down at the 34-yard line. All right, clock ticks under 3 minutes to go here. Both teams each have 3 timeouts. Pass is complete to number 3, Braxton Werner. And Werner will get up to the 40-yard line.
They ran that play in the first quarter and had a nice, more substantial pickup, certainly. But North did a much better job of defending that play this time. So good job by the Red Raiders.
Second down and 4 now for the Panthers. 2:15 now to go here in the game. Tim DeRocher in the shotgun for the Panthers. He's rolling out, fires over the middle and incomplete. Was looking for Horvath.
DeRocher took a hit right as he delivered the ball. It was a clean hit, a real heavy hit. He took his time getting up. I was about to say there's a lot of hands on hips here on the Red Raider side. If you look down at our camera shots of Plymouth South, they're dragging too, but everyone out there is tired with 2 minutes to go. This has been a really physically demanding ball game, and the boys are starting to show it.
All right, another third down for Plymouth South, 3rd and 4.
Oh, big stop by the Red Raiders.
Yeah, looked like it was number 44 coming up for North Quincy, Brady Craig.
Great job by Craig, digging deep. Nicely done, and great leadership.
All right, and Plymouth South will call a timeout with 1:52 left to go here in the game.
Yeah, the guys got to regain their composure here and save their energy. They're jumping around a little too much. But the hands are back on the hips, and Coach Craig has them calmed down a little bit. So this is it. This is a big, big play here on 4th down, 4th and 4. We won't say it's the play of the game, but obviously if Plymouth South executes, they're going to have a few more successful plays in order to get, they have to score a touchdown here. Well, no, I don't know if they have a field goal kicker, but they certainly had trouble with extra points, as we said. So But right now, a field goal would tie it for them. But before we talk about that, they've got to pick up a long 4 yards here on their own side of the field.
All right, again, 4th and 4, 1:52 left to go here in the game. See if North Quincy can hold and get a turnover on downs. DeRocha play action fake, looking downfield for a man, and it is incomplete, but pass interference is going to be called against North Quincy. Looked like it was Cam Sampson and Shane McDonald. Their feet got tied up.
Yeah, Sampson was definitely looking back at the ball. And I don't know. I think that's a tough call myself, and I'm reasonably objective for the most part. See what the official says.
All right, so it was defensive pass interference in the 15 yards. Move it up to the North Quincy 45-yard line.
All right, so a fresh set of downs, a fresh new adventure here as Plymouth South starts again, this time on the north side of the field.
DeRocha keeps himself, runs right up the middle, and is met by a number of Raiders, and still has not gone down. And finally, they blow the whistle.
Well, we're going to have to, that was a very late whistle. And if North Quincy wrestled the ball loose.
And officials trying to get everything straightened out here, and they spot him down at the 41-yard line. Clock continues to tick. We're at 1:20 now.
Plymouth South is, no, they call one timeout, John?
They called one timeout, yep, so 2 remaining. Again, DeRocha looking to pass, being pressured out of the pocket. And nice job there by North Quincy. Pressure was initially put in there by number 14 for the Raiders, Muhammad Al-Zubadi. And coming up to make the tackle from behind was Brevin Lyons.
Well, that is a terrific play by Muhammad, who's only a sophomore, John. Great penetration. Well, first of all, great pressure, and then great penetration to make the tackle. So that's going to back it up to a 3rd and 10 now. And importantly, Plymouth South had to call its second timeout, so they only have 1 left. Minute 3. And we're back into big play territory here. 3rd and 10. Red Raider defense getting a break courtesy of the Plymouth South timeout. Notice the trainer or one of the coaches putting a little tape on Cam Sampson's left hand. So, all right. Plymouth South comes out of the timeout. Right to the line of scrimmage. They got 3 receivers to the left.
3rd and 10 for the Panthers. DeRocha looking to pass. Firing way downfield into the end zone, and it is incomplete. Overthrew his intended receiver by about 5 or 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down now for Plymouth South.
Yeah, Ronan Brown was the closest guy to the play, and you can see Ronan trying to close on it. But it was just, as you said, so far overthrown that he was not able to make a play on the ball.
All right, so Plymouth South finds themselves with another 4th down. 4th and 10. Need to get to the North Quincy 35-yard line.
It's a big play. North Crown is fired up. They're sensing that this is going to be the last play of the game. Let's hope they're right.
And DeRocha fires. It's complete to number 3, Braxton Werner.
I
And
think he's short.
let's see where he went right to the 1st down marker, and they're going to say it's a 1st down for Plymouth South.
Thought he was short. So that was very well executed right there. They did a nice job along the sidelines. I'll tell you, both teams with a lot of fight in them.
Importantly there, Werner got out of bounds. Caught the ball, went right out of bounds, so only 5 seconds went off the clock. 1st and 10 now for Plymouth South. DeRocha trying to find something to happen. Fires down the middle of the field, and it is complete at the 15-yard line.
Pass is complete to number
Tristan Fawcett catches it,
Tristan Fawcett.
and they're going to spot him down again at the 14-yard line where they mark him down.
He was right at the line of scrimmage there. Ryan Craig is not happy because
And timeout was called by Plymouth South to stop the clock. That's their third and final timeout.
I wish our replay worked because I agree with Craig. Coach Craig, I thought it looked like the Plymouth South quarterback had gone past the line of scrimmage. "38 seconds left. Well, it's an opportunity for the kids to dig deep and deal with adversity, and let's see how they do. The ball is at the 15-yard line. So another little issue, we talked about this earlier, is things tighten up when you're this close to the end zone. Not as much room to maneuver. So
All right, so no timeouts remaining for Plymouth South. First and 10 from the 14-yard line. DeRocha looking into the corner of the end zone, and was a caught touchdown, Plymouth South. Max Arnold with a great catch.
yeah, what a pass by DeRocha. He delivered a beauty there. There was excellent coverage. All three athletes on that play did a great job, but DeRocha and Arnold connected. So let's see here now. There's going to be it's actually a big point after.
Logan Watts will attempt the extra point. Low snap, they're able to get it up, and it is good. So an important extra point as Plymouth South now goes up by 4, 32-28.
Scores now Plymouth South Panthers 32, Quincy Raiders 28.
Oh, that's a tough one. You got to give Plymouth South credit. They had their backs against the wall a few times with fourth downs, and they came through with big plays, and then none bigger than that touchdown. So now we see, it's not inconceivable with Mr. Galligan on the quarterback position. The Red Raiders can't get downfield, but we'll have to see. We'll start with this kickoff.
All right, so again, Logan Watts will kick it away for Plymouth South. Kick it on the ground, fielded at the 33-yard line by North Quincy. Looks like it was fielded there by Jacoby Wall.
Well, that's an excellent start. He fielded a squib kick cleanly. He did an excellent job of fielding it cleanly. Wall, a junior, made a nice run right up the middle. None of this like running wide and taking 4 or 5 seconds off the clock. So right up the middle. North's going to start at the 46, and let's see what Galligan and his receiving crew can do.
North Quincy has 3 timeouts remaining. Again, ball at the 46-yard line. Galligan looking. Over to the right sideline, incomplete, was looking for Cromwell. 22 seconds now remaining.
Yeah, you can't overstate the arm that Galligan has. It's just really something. Mike fires fastballs, and he can get it downfield. So in a situation like this, it's why you're hopeful that something can still happen, notwithstanding the field position and the minimal time on the clock.
Second down and 10 for North now. Galligan rolling out, fires downfield, and again is incomplete. Was again looking for Cromwell down about the 30-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 10 with 17 seconds left to go in the game for North Quincy.
The left side of the field here, John, the near side, it's a little wider. They were over near the right hash mark. And a couple of times they've had receivers downfield who have been open. It's just that Galligan's been going right, looking right. Let's see what happens here.
A 4 receiver set for the Raiders, 2 on each side of Galligan. Tim Tolan in the backfield to help with blocking. Galligan looking past, it gets tipped, and it is intercepted by Plymouth South. Coming up there with the interception was number 22, Ben Frechette.
So that will do it. This is a tough way for what has been a really terrific game. 2 teams with no quit in them, going back and forth. And this is a tough way for it to end from the Red Raider perspective.
So 8 seconds remaining here. Plymouth South will need to come out and nail the ball down. North Quincy does have timeouts remaining, so we'll see if they force Plymouth South to snap the ball 3 times. And so with the knee, the game is over. So a tough break there for North Quincy, giving up that last second touchdown. And with the tip pass for the interception, wrap things up for Plymouth South with a 4-point victory, 32-28. And the Panthers come out of here with a victory at Veterans Memorial Stadium on the last second play.
Yeah, they're lining up here and shaking hands, and as well they should. These are 2 teams that really went at each other, and they can be proud of their performances tonight. It's just a tough one from the Red Raider perspective because they played well all game. For the most part, they had control over what was going on out there. And, to have a couple of things happen at the end of the game as they did, it's heartbreaking and it's difficult. But we'll see how the boys respond. They're going to have to react to this. And they're back here next week, Friday night, 7 o'clock against Pembroke. So how's Pembroke been this year, John?
Give me a second. I'll pull up their record. Pembroke is 0-4, so hopefully North Quincy can get a victory against the Titans.
Yeah, we'd hope that even if they were 4-0, because the way these guys are playing, they played a tough, gritty football game tonight against a Plymouth South team that reacted well to, everything North Quincy threw at them and then their own adversity. So it was a really terrific high school football game with, from the Red Raider perspective, not a terrific outcome. But I'm sure Coach Craig has some real positives to take away, and hope that's what happens as they review the tape and move forward to next weekend.
All right, we'll run down some stats first for Plymouth South. Quarterback Tim DeRocha, 10 of 18 passing for 163 yards and 2 touchdowns. Leading the way on the ground, DeRocha also had 76 yards rushing on the ground. Jack Horvath had 69 yards and 3 touchdowns. Logan Watts had 68 yards rushing. Max Arnold had 47 yards. Through the air, Tristan Fawcett had 62 yards and 1 catch for 62 yards and a touchdown. Max Arnold had 1 catch for 14 and a touchdown as well. Braxton Werner had 3 catches for 34 yards. Logan Watts 2 for 15. Cam Horvath had 1 for 21, and Ben Frechette 1 catch for 10 yards. For North Quincy, quarterback Mikey Galligan 14 of 35 for 294 yards and 3 touchdowns. Galligan also had 46 yards rushing on the ground. Through the air, Marquise Rodriguez-Smith 5 catches for 175 yards and 2 touchdowns. Ryan Wirtz 4 catches for 46 yards. Tyler Cromwell had 2 catches for 32 yards and a touchdown. And Cam Sampson 3 catches for 41 yards for North Quincy.
Yeah, we really should commend Marquise for his ball game tonight, Marquise Rodriguez Smith. He really played fabulously both sides of the ball, but particularly on offense. Those are some really nasty stats there that he put on the board tonight.
All right, so with the win, Plymouth South improves to 3-2 on the season, and North Quincy will drop to 3-2 on the season. As you mentioned, they'll be back here at Veterans Memorial Stadium next Friday, October 18th at 7 p.m. against Pembroke. QATV will be back here a day earlier on October 17th, Thursday, as Quincy High School will host Hanover. That game at 7 p.m. as well. Real quick, we want to thank all the staff and crew who came out here to make this game possible. On camera, we had Ryan McWade and Scott Daniels. In the truck on graphics, we had Anna El Tori. Our engineer on audio was Chris Potter, and our director, Peter Doherty. So again, final score here from Veterans Memorial Stadium, Plymouth South 32 and North Quincy 28. For Jim Timmons, my name is Jonathan Caleri. Thanks for tuning in to this edition of QATV Sports. We'll see you next time.